As the CEO of a media company and a coach to some of the top CEOs in the world, I get to hang around with some crazy, wildly successful and really fun people. Today I had Damon Fryer from DailyDrivenExotics stop by the studio and really understand how he built his YouTube channel to over 3 million subscribers. For those who don't know, Damon is the creator, on-camera talent behind DailyDrivenExotics with Dave, his business partner. He's actually somebody that I've been following for a really long time. Came across these videos where he was driving Lamborghinis and Ferraris in the winter in Canada. He set the category for what they do, DailyDrivenExotics. I'm Damon.
How are you?
Big day. How you doing, man?
Good.
Welcome to the media place. Yeah. I know, I saw you did the Ferrari, man, and it was just like, that's a big white.
Yeah, that's rear wheel drive. You just need the right tires. Yeah, I've even gone as far as...
Dude, most people don't even drive their cars, let alone in the winter.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think I need to ride back to my Airbnb if
You'll love my Uber fee.
So then I gave Damon a tour of Martel Media, and he got to see how we operate. This is the podcast room. I'll do meetings in here with my exec team, and we'll just record it all. And then that way, if he's like, ooh, that was good, let's use that as a reel or something. So everything we do, we try to record it, so that way it's content. And then we got our swag room in there. We're thinking, I wanted to talk to you about the swag drops, because we don't do that. Essentially, I just buy it and give it to people. But I think them buying it would be a lot cooler. So here's the deal. Damon is meticulous with his branding. Every entrepreneur should take note about what he says.
I think the thing about people buying something is that they're more invested in taking care of it.
I like the fact that everything's like a unique piece, right? Like you guys changed the drops, I'm assuming?
Yeah, all the time.
So then you know when somebody started following you, because you're like, oh, that hat was 2018.
Oh yeah.
Or that.
I have stuff that I can spot right away that's like the first stuff.
I wanted to ask him questions about his business. Like, you're somebody that's got a decade on YouTube and almost 10 million followers. We're a year into this. I wanted to understand, what did you learn about creating content at scale? The easiest thing, if you want to meet another CEO and start to build a relationship, you have to be genuinely curious in their business.
A lot of people don't know this. We made our original hat in the proper Pantone for the Italian flag. The actual Italian flag is not red. It's like this orangey red. If you look at the actual Pantone, but then changed it to red later on, just because it was more vibrant, it kind of looked like the hat was already faded. So that's why we went away from it.
You see something like that one,
yeah, I see original hats that have the orange Pantone on it. And I used to write in silver writing underneath DailyDrivenExotics under the DDE. And we went away from that and just went DDE. So I can spot, once in a while I'll see one of those hats.
So then we jumped in my office so we could dig into the crazy backstories of how he built DDE. I thought we were going to talk about business because that's what he came for, but instead, honestly, we just talked about leadership. How do we bring people into our lives and set expectations and be stretched and do new things at the same time, not, put our business at risk? Man, you're a giver.
I try. I've given a lot of people a lot.
Have you ever felt that you've given to a fault?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah. See,
I'm still stopping this week. I've been trying to stop bad business habits I have.
Such as?
Putting people into positions because they want to make more money, but not realizing they haven't worked in the area that I need them to have the skill set to elevate my business to where I want it to go. And a good example of that actually is our merch. Like, we were going through some struggles, and it was more around design and finding the right person who had the eye for a design that works with our brand. And so Mike, who's this guy in our shop, says, well, why don't I help you? Why don't I take some of the stress off your shoulders? And I was like, yeah, sure, that sounds great, like in the moment. But then I was like, well, hold on. How many t-shirts does Michael, design? What does he know about, quality control? And even I haven't done it a lot, but I've done it for the last 10 years for my company. I've been burned and I've learned a lot doing that, right? So I'm like, why do I keep doing this? So I had to kind of say to him, hey, I'm sorry, I have to own this, but I kind of gave you this opportunity, but I got to take it back. And the reason is, you've built cars and raced cars for 25 years. You were at the top of your game at that. And I need to find the merchandising team that's like you and your thing, but for this. And if I put you in this position, it's going to create conflict between you and I. And it's because, at no fault to you, just don't have the experience to deliver what I want and my expectation. So at least I caught it quick. I felt bad. And he understood. He was just like, I get it. Yeah. He's like,
but in the past, you might have let that go a little longer. longer.
Oh, I let it go way too long.
My book, Buy Back Your Time, is on this problem.
It's all mindset.
Yep.
Whether someone's getting what they want in life or not is only mindset. That's it. There's nothing else.
It's funny because our conversation got so good that Sam just like said, okay, enough. Let's jump into the podcast studio. We just got to record this. So do you mind me asking about the business a bit?
No.
How does DDE make money?
The number one way from the very beginning was just ad revenue from YouTube.
Straight up ad?
Yeah. See, if you start a YouTube channel, you can make basically money from the ads that Google is getting advertisers to fund and targeting to certain type of demographic.
But for most people starting, including myself, like that takes a while to actually fund
yes.
a
So
business.
I sold merch before I did a brand deal.
Yeah.
I mean, I sold 25 hats. I think I sold them exactly
At
for what I
cost.
bought them for.
No,
so
that's the problem with the
I
merch.
wasn't making any money. Yeah. I was excited for someone in public to just wear it and be proud to have that on their head. And then in that early period of my email marketing career and then going into the Facebook career, which is what I did afterwards, Facebook ads, I was well on my feet because I owned Ferrari F430 Scuderia and I had my 458.
Dang.
So I had 2 Ferraris. It was pretty cool. Felt like I was winning. But I was using those cars to create DailyDrivenExotics. It was me taking money from my online marketing affiliate company. That was my money. So after tax dollars, my personal money.
Oh, you were taking that income, active income, and putting it into side
DD.
hustle.
Yeah, side hustle, exactly. I mean, honestly, I just started with my phone, an iPhone. You know, even back then, I was like, I just listened to the people I admired on YouTube that were making YouTube videos that held my attention.
Such as who?
Casey Neistat.
Yeah.
You know, that's where I was like, oh, there's this thing called vlogging.
Yeah.
That's actually what really changed the trajectory of my business. So my first couple of videos were me hiring a camera person and having an idea of a concept that I hadn't really seen too much on YouTube. And I was like, I think this might get attention. Sure enough, it did. Made a video driving my Lambo on a forest road in BC, sliding it around corners in the dirt.
Yeah. And it went viral.
Yeah, like 2.5, 3 million views in like a month.
And did all the videos afterwards work?
No.
See, this is interesting because I've seen this pattern. Even Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Early success.
Yeah.
Flicker of opportunity.
Yeah.
Flat for a long time.
That's what happened to me because I made a
seen
viral
this before,
video
yeah.
and it cost way more to make the video than what I made off the video. I didn't really make anything because I was still trying to hit monetization. I didn't know what it took. So, but that video got me enough subscribers, enough views that I was like, okay, cool. I'm making no money and I'm putting out all this like thousands of dollars to make these videos.
Like 30 grand a video kind of thing?
More like 10. But I was making content, which is all that mattered. And with every video, I had another data sample to analyze and go, did that title and thumbnail work? What were the analytics on the back end like? Blah, 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 blah. And I eventually honed my craft and realized that vlogging was the ultimate way for me to make my business profitable because I didn't have to pay anybody to hold the camera.
Yeah.
I could edit the videos. Cost of production went to,
and it was interesting enough
short
to
of
get
gas
the
and
attention.
insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah. That decision's ultimately what made DD profitable.
How long did you have to side hustle for the day job before it became?
6 years. I started DD in January of 2013, so right at the beginning of 2013. It would have been like 2017-ish where things started to actually start to work, considering it somewhat successful. It was starting to make like 10 grand a month.
That's not even that much.
Well, yeah, not when you're making 300 grand a month doing online marketing. And that's when I was like, okay, I made $10,000 on a side hustle while still doing this other thing. So I was like, okay, well, I can see the path, scale that out.
Just double down. And what did you do? Just produce more content?
Yeah, I started daily vlogging.
Daily. Oof, that's a grind.
Yeah, that's what we do now.
I know.
Now I've just gotten used to it.
But what I've seen from outside is just that because you have the other people supporting it, the content can come from other places too. I mean, are you still a part of every daily vlog?
Not everyone, but like if you look at the videos, out of the 30 videos we make between the two channels, I'm in 80% of the videos. And probably I would say 70% of those videos are actually filmed by me.
Wow. Dude, I love it.
Yeah.
Damon, I really appreciate it, man.
Hey, thanks for
sharing some stories.
Yeah, no worries. I'm local.
So Damon and I wrapped up because both of us had family commitments. But as we went down, a few people from the team came down because they wanted to see the cars. So we hung out and really got to check out what Damon had built.
Thanks for your time.
Hey, man, that's super fun.
Pleasure.
I love the
Yeah, good to meet
stories.
you.
I love the stories.
I did.
Yeah, it's just life.
So I heard after I left that Damon gave some incredible advice to a 17-year-old. So I'm going to finish this episode by leaving you with Damon, because I think what he shares is something every young entrepreneur needs to hear.
I gave up making big money with affiliate marketing with no real savings to go pursue this instead with less income, because I just enjoyed doing this more than I did sitting on a computer just making ads. Even though it made tons of money, I was like, I'll figure this out. Yeah. I don't give myself really like a plan B. I think that's important. I think you need to focus all your energy on one thing and you'll be the best at it if you're determined. You can't have the mindset, oh, if this doesn't work out, I'll go do whatever. It has to be like, I won't give up until this works, and it's gonna work. You have to blindly believe in yourself that you're just gonna make it work. I mean, that's what's always worked for me.
Appreciate you coming out, man.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys around.
Yeah, man.
Hey, nice to meet you. Have a great day.
Thanks again for watching. If you want more, click the link below to check out a video of me giving advice to a 17-year-old just starting a business, and I'll see you on the other side.